Previously on C90 Adventures. So we'd entered the USA and we're now making our way down the east coast through the lush green valleys of New England. The temperature was in the 20s and we were very happy that it didn't have a minus symbol in front of it like 6 months ago. Camping was now a thoroughly enjoyable affair, although my Chinese 125 engine still wasn't happy. Well, it is now official. There's definitely something wrong with my motorcycle. It's burnt out another piston, but we've changed the engine, all the electrics, all the fuel system, the exhaust, everything. There is something that causes her to eat pistons, and I don't know what it is. But got a new piston ordered for $5, but it's not the point really. Why is she eating them? Yes, why indeed? The new piston was a few hundred miles away, and I couldn't be bothered with any moderation from postage, so I just bunged in some spare piston rings I had, reassembled the engine with a knackered piston, and we continued on our journey. Yeah, our journey took us past Mount Washington, which has a ridiculously steep road that climbs 1.5 vertical miles. Probably not the most sensible thing to take a knackered bike up. But then, I'm not always sensible, am I?
20. That's nice to know. That's actually quite impressive.
Come on 90, we can do 20. We can do 20, right? I'll take that as a no. Oh well, might as well get the camera out. And it wasn't long before Rach had had enough and rode ahead and left me to enjoy first gear.
What took you so long?
About 6 horsepower. I'm so glad I spent half an hour of my life doing 10 miles an hour, because we got to the top and took a video in front of the sign, before heading back down. Now heading downhill was easier on my engine for sure, but it did come with some other problems. Brakes about to catch fire kind of problems. Luckily though, our bikes are fitted with high-tech brake cooling systems. So once we were back on vaguely level ground, we carried on our ride and collected and fitted the new piston. Oh, and that temporary piston ring actually snapped in half on Mount Washington. Still ran though. Bloody thing. And with the new piston in, I got a fancy laser thermometer for diagnosing any faults with my engine. And it wasn't good news.
Yes, yours is 100 and mine's 150.
150? Fucking hell.
Yeah, 150 my engine, yours is 100. So.
Holy shit.
How it isn't seizing, I don't actually know.
No wonder it keeps eating piston rings.
Yeah, so my engine was still massively overheating, which wasn't a huge problem on the empty parkways as we headed towards New York, but it was a big problem as we entered the city. We were once again reminded that motorcycles aren't allowed to filter past cars in almost all of the USA, and as it's illegal to be environmentally friendly here, we had to wait in traffic.
Are you listening?
Now there are some very weird things about the USA.
Damn.
First off, we discovered that the knife hasn't actually made it over here yet. I'm not 100% sure why, but most places only supply you with a fork, even for things like pork belly and this fried fish that Rachel ordered. And yes, this 30-second clip might seem long, but we had to endure 6 months of this, so deal with it. And then there's paying for things in the USA. If you've never been to the USA, get ready for this one. You can't buy this $1.99 drink for $1.99. It actually costs $2.12 because the prices don't include tax. And because each of the 3,000 counties in the USA decides its own tax rate and they don't tell you what it is, it's impossible to guess how much something costs. And the only way I stayed sane during this stupidity was to destroy the worlds of American shopkeepers. Watch this. Excuse me, can you tell me if I can buy this $2 phone case with these $2?
Yes, you can. You could buy.
I can actually buy that phone case. But it's actually $2.
Yeah, that's actually $2.
Really? Now this is the fascinating part. These shopkeepers genuinely believe in their heads I can buy this $2 item for $2. Then if you ask them the exact same question 30 seconds later, you can actually watch their world fall apart.
Yeah, see, like 216. 216. There you go.
So it's $2.16.
Yeah.
So I can't buy this $2 phone case
For $2.
with these $2.
It's gonna be 216.
I actually...
216. Oh my god.
So why does it say 2? Is there a person on planet Earth that can buy that for $2? No, and it drove me fucking nuts. Now, to be fair, Canada does have the same stupid system of not including tax in prices, but their tax rates don't change every 50 miles, so it wasn't quite stupid enough to send me over the edge. However, I will say that Americans are a particularly friendly people, and Rach and I lost count of the amount of times we had people pull alongside us and wish us well on our journey.
England. From Alaska, yeah.
Anyway,
Cheers.
we should probably get some miles done. We did some sightseeing around New York for a couple of days, and we saw Times Square at night. And then just generally rode around and looked at all the sights from the movies. They're Lincolning.
Lincolning?
Yeah. It's the Lincoln Monument, I believe.
Oh, Lincolning.
Anyway, we'd now finished riding the eastern seaboard, and we're now turning inland to begin riding coast to coast. We were now riding through lush Virginia and enjoying the cool air that came with the altitude from riding the Blue Ridge Parkway. And the new types of wildlife were causing us some concern. So, camping!
Yay! I didn't know there were snakes.
And when the wildlife didn't stop camping, the weather did.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
They don't fall on mine because I've got an umbrella.
Yeah, Rach got the last laugh though, because her trousers were waterproof. Although, my boots were. We would shelter in motels when the rain was really bad, and once it had passed, we'd carry on our ride. And it wasn't long before we started to see large groups of bikers wiping the water off their Harley Davidsons, because we were at the Tail of the Dragon. The Tail of the Dragon is a brilliant road that has 318 corners in 11 miles, and these corners are brilliant fun. The one thing that did spoil our fun though was that none of the Harley riders would let us overtake them with our less than 10 horsepower Japanese bikes. They would always pull over just as we got close to save the embarrassment. Spoil sports. We continued to ride these frankly perfect corners. The Harleys continued to avoid defeat, and I kind of knew it before, but I came to realise that Rach is actually much better at cornering on road than I am. There was something rather majestic about the way she rode these bends. And as I learnt to corner on a supermoto, I don't really do majestic. Anyway, we rode and enjoyed the last of the 318 sublime corners, and then made our way to level ground again. Because we needed fuel, and we needed to start the next stage of our coast-to-coast adventure. You see, we had decided to take the 5,000-mile off-road Trans-America Trail from Tennessee to Oregon, and we were right at the start of it. Yes, 5,000 miles of off-road riding lay ahead of us, and as we filled up with fuel in the last town before the start of it, we weren't looking too prepared.
So Rachel, on a scale of 1 to enormous puddle of oil on the floor, how prepared is your motorcycle for the Trans-America Trail?
Maybe a 2. Maybe. Where's it coming from? Your bike's the one that chucks all the oil out. Mine's supposed to be good.
And that is why I've split this video out. What is about to happen to us is colossal. See you next time, guys. It's gonna be epic. Hello everybody, and welcome to the same place that I was at the end of the last video. As promised, I edited the next one before moving on. I've now been here for 6 weeks and I'm going a little bit mad. I think I'm at my limit now and I do need to carry on. As Red Bull Corner can actually attest to, I am at my limit, I think, and I do need to continue riding. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I thought it was quite good. A little bit of a different feel, but hopefully continued the same upward curve that the videos have now. And yeah, I'm happy with it. What's it now? It's now 4 weeks before Christmas. I'm riding now to go and meet Rachel in about 3 weeks' time in Guatemala, I believe. So we're going to spend Christmas together. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. I'm not very talkative at the moment because I'm knackered basically. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video. And the PayPal donate address, if you wish to help more videos happen, the same again is whoopah. And yeah, hopefully you're getting your value from it. I'm gonna go now, but hope you've enjoyed it. I've had too much coffee. I'm repeating myself. Cool. Cheers. I think that is about it. Oh. If you're a millionaire and you're watching this and you're wondering what to get me for Christmas, I would love a laptop that can actually keep up with this level of editing that I'm now doing, because my poor little ThinkPad, which only has a dual-core processor and no graphics card, is frankly dying faster than I am. If I want to stabilize a GoPro clip, I have to guess my settings. I click render and I have to wait 10 minutes for it to stabilize it. I come back and hopefully it's correct. If it's not, I have to adjust the settings and lose another 10 minutes to it. So yeah, if you are a millionaire and you would like to help these videos and you won't notice a laptop, then I would greatly appreciate it. I can even send you old trusty in return if you want, even though it's battered and cracked and it's got holes in it, but it still works. It can be anonymous, or I can plug you or your company. When I say plug you, I don't mean plug you, although depends how good the laptop is, I guess. Everyone's got a price. This is awkward. Right, yeah, that's about it. I need to stop drinking Red Bull and coffee. Right, I am going to go now. Cheers, bye.